It's been a couple months since my last mod showcase, so today I'll be going over some of my favourite ones that have recently released. We've got a pretty interesting mix this time, so be sure to stick around until the end. But now that's out of the way, let's check out the first mod of the video. First on the list, we have Dynamic NPC Hairstyles. The idea behind it is fairly straightforward. As time passes, certain NPCs will actually change their hair with each season. Each style is chosen randomly from a handpicked pool of lore-friendly options, allowing the world to feel like time is actually passing without ever feeling out of place. As I mentioned, not every NPC is affected. There are those with certain hairstyles, like being bald or having a mohawk, that are excluded from this feature. But that's not all, as the mod also has a fun interactive side. If you happen to be carrying some hair scissors, which comes with the mod, then you can actually ask friendly NPCs if they'd like a new haircut. It's all fully voiced using repurposed vanilla dialogue, so it blends right in.
How can I argue with that?
There are a bunch of config options too, from choosing what percentage of characters actually take part in the system, including followers and even Jarls, as well as setting whether or not hairstyles change once per game or refresh each season. It's a pretty flexible setup that lets you balance immersion with a nice amount of control to essentially create your ideal version of the mod. For our next mod, we're going to be looking at something quite ambitious, one that completely reimagines how you travel across Skyrim. This is Dovah Rider Carriage Reborn, and it turns those long journeys into a fully interactive experience. Instead of simply clicking a spot on the map and watching a loading screen, this mod lets you drive your own horse-drawn carriage wherever you please. You can take full manual control, ride on autopilot using Skyrim's AI pathing, or even set off to one of over 100 map markers spread across both Skyrim and Solstheim. There's a random destination picker for spontaneous adventures, but if you just want to take advantage of some of the other features included, then you're more than welcome to fast travel like normal. Your horse, Sun Chaser, can be summoned at will to tow your carriage, coming with its own needs like feeding or resting. The mod includes a full camping system. You can deploy camps anywhere on flat terrain, from small setups to sprawling bases with tents, lighting, and proper follower support, so they too can enjoy themselves at your makeshift site. There's also an impressive range of automatic features built in, things like auto looting, as well as an auto sorter to organize your items straight from the carriage. Visual storage updates in real time as you pack items away, and there's a fully pictured in-game manual to walk you through every feature. The whole setup integrates seamlessly with survival mods like Frostfall and Campfire, and even supports alternate start Live Another Life for those who want to begin their adventure on the road. Next up, we've got something subtle, but actually quite interesting, a mod that breathes a bit of life into Skyrim's training system, but for Alchemy only. It's called Training Alchemy Learns Effects, which pretty much tells you everything straight away. Normally, when you pay someone for lessons, all you're really doing is spending your excess gold to nudge the skill bar forward just that extra bit. This mod overhauls that in a simple but effective way. Now when you pay for training, they'll share some of their expert insight, revealing the effects of ingredients that you already have in your inventory. If you've been out foraging, then your teacher of choice can help you uncover their true potential without you aimlessly mixing away. In doing so, it creates a really immersive loop. Explore, gather items, and then return to town to learn more about the odd things you've collected. Suddenly, alchemy feels a little more in-depth than before, and is generally quite useful if you still don't know what certain ingredients in the game do. And if you're someone like me who likes more control over their mods, then be sure to take a look at the config, where you have the option of altering how many different ingredients that the trainer will randomly select, and the number of effects they'll try to teach you. In short, this underrated mod will help make alchemy feel more engaging than ever before. Following on, we have a visual overhaul that adds some real charm to Skyrim cities, medieval markets. This mod gives each market across the major settlements a nice upgrade, transforming them into cluttered areas that feel more lived in. The mod author handcrafted multiple new assets, including a custom tent, shelving, and a couple others. You'll be pleased to know that everything is still compatible with any texture overhauls you might have installed, allowing for a seamless installation. Performance-wise, as most of the items included are static objects, there aren't as many physics in place, which keeps things running pretty smooth. There's also a patch for users of Lux Orbis to fix some floating lanterns, with the only real concern being other mods that also alter these areas. Overall, I really like the style of everything this adds to the game, and is one I highly recommend trying for yourselves. Now we've got another small but useful change through a mod called Hold On A Sec. What this does is allow you to straight up pause the game during the middle of a conversation. In vanilla Skyrim, pressing escape or start on controller would exit out of the dialogue before letting you pause, but this is no longer the case. And once you're ready to continue, simply close the menu and it will pick up right where you left off. It's one of those quality of life mods that you didn't even realize you needed until giving it a go. I did do a bit of research for this one to see if there are any other mods out there that offer the same thing. However, I couldn't find anything in the end, meaning this could potentially be quite the find for a lot of you. So if you've ever fancied going AFK amidst talking to someone, well, now you absolutely can, without having to worry about any conflicts. Last but not least, we've got a bit of a hidden gem with Grave of the Toucouleur. It's a brand new release that takes you beneath the waves, where you uncover quite the eerie looking location. The mod page does give a very brief overview on the sort of lore behind it, saying that the Toucouleur was a ship that terrorized the northwestern seas for nearly 2 decades before vanishing for good, along with its vast bounty. Now, as soon as you step inside, the atmosphere will immediately hit you. And that's not to mention the number of unsettling enemies that reside here, all of which are custom with unique appearances and attacks. For example, there are a couple sea-themed creatures like the fishman or crabhead, as well as some skeletal constructs that are shaped as spiders, to one that is actually a walking cannon. Along with these, there are some challenging boss fights awaiting you, where the mod author has labelled the recommended level is very high, or you should at least bring multiple followers with you. Honestly, I kinda like that choice. It's been a while since we've seen a release like this focus on more endgame characters, so I'm all for it. As for how you can get started, you'll want to make your way to the Dawnstar Sanctuary and head north, where you'll find the entrance hiding away underwater. Apart from that, all you really need is to make sure that you've got Actor Limit Fix installed, as it is a hard requirement for this mod. Once that's done, you're free to uncover all of this dungeon secrets for yourselves, and I've gotta say, it's the perfect note to end on. Mysterious new area, tough encounters, and some seriously impressive level design. Easily one of the most underrated mods to release this week. So there you have it, 6 incredible new mods that you might consider adding to your load order. If you enjoyed today's video, then please don't forget to subscribe for all of the latest Skyrim modding news. But for now, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.